Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Why is Eric Musselman potentially leaving Arkansas for USC?
You know, he's frustrated right now because the fan base is frustrated at him. Obviously, they didn't have a great year this year, but this is a guy who went to 2 Elite Eights and a Sweet 16 in consecutive years, who's taken this program from irrelevance to national relevance. He's done a hell of a job with it. But again, Muss hasn't endeared himself to a lot of the high school coaches in the area, some of the other people, his staff turnover. There's certain things that go along with the success of Muss, frankly. And a lot of times there's an expiration date.
That's okay, but if you run him off, or
be careful what you wish
you better
for.
be careful what you wish for. Because
they're going to get a big guy, Randolph. They're going to if they lose.
Getting
Muss,
a big guy doesn't mean the success that he had. 2 Elite Eights. I know this year was disappointing, but how many teams outside of UConn, outside of Danny Hurley, wouldn't trade?
Not many, but they had a bad year this year, and then a year ago, remember, they didn't have a great regular season that caught fire to get to the Sweet 16.
That's kind of what Muss does. Is he struggles his reputation heading into this season was, all right, we're okay in November. Play like ass in December and January. Then in February, he figures out like what matchups work for him. His guys realize, okay, we're almost done with this. I can deal with what comes with being coached by Muss for X amount of like 6 weeks. You get to the tournament, they start winning, they start taking advantage of matchups, and they make a run in the dance. But I think your point about the expiration date is really important to mention here because like Muss is a guy that is going to
he'll grind on you.
Yeah, he will coach his players hard. Yeah. He will demand a lot of his staff, and it can be exhausting. I think is probably the way to say it to deal with it. And I understand why that might be frustrating for the people that work around there. Thank you very much.
I think
another Scottsdale blonde.
It's a great point by you. If this tenure is ending at Arkansas, there's a couple of things to take away. Number one, it's not simply off of one bad season. It's because of, like you said, there's just
other
certain
things.
Things wear on you.
Arkansas fans now, and again, you're talking about a segment of Arkansas fans. Not everybody. There's a lot of people that are saying, if Muss wants to be here, we'd love to have him back. But I think at this point, also, Danielle Sargent, his wife, they lived in L.A. I'm not sure how much Fayetteville is where they want to be long term. So right now, USC targeting Eric Musselman. She was a sportscaster for years, lived in L.A. Muss lived on the West Coast for a long period of time. So they might, quality of life may be part of it.
I have a hot take.
Hold on one sec. I just want to finish with this. Yeah. To the sector of Arkansas fans who are done with him, you're stupid. Arkansas had not been to a Sweet 16 since 1996 before 2021. You went to 3 consecutive Sweet 16s and back-to-back Elite Eights, and now you want to do away with this guy?
But it depends who you get. Okay, if you get Chris Beard, are you going to be upset?
That's my thing.
Are you going to be upset if you get Chris Beard or Will Wade?
So look, that's my thing is that Arkansas.
No, I'm not
saying. So if you get the right guy who wants to
nobody listens to you, Rob.
Who wants to be at Arkansas, if you get the right guy who wants to be at Arkansas.
Go ahead.
Well, that's the thing. I think Muss looking at USC as hard as he is looking at USC, to me would say he probably doesn't still want to be at Arkansas. And if he doesn't want to be there, I think that program, with the NIL setup that they got, with the program that they have, with the fan base that they have, with the money that they can raise, I think that you can go out and get a guy that is maybe not as good as Muss, but is going to be able to provide similar results. That's going to be able to get some of the same wins.
No. I can't let y'all do that. Y'all being too disrespectful to back-to-back Elite Eights.
Thank you, Randolph.
But it's not just
there ain't many coaches in the country. We act like that's just an easy thing to do. Like, all right, I'm going to go.
I'm not talking about just March, all right? I'm not saying, like, let's say they get Will Wade. I'm not saying that Will Wade is going to get to back-to-back Sweet 16s. I know it does. But I'm saying he might be able to win an SEC regular season title. And I don't think that the drop-off from Muss to whoever you get is going to be as big as some people think. I don't think you're going back to
disrespectful, Rob. That's disrespectful.
I think it's disrespectful, too.
That's disrespectful to me.
They haven't been to a Sweet 16 since 1996.
That's disrespectful.
Last I checked, a certain coach.
Nola Richardson ain't coming through that door.
A certain coach got a team in Lubbock, Texas, within a basket of winning the national title. also got him to an Elite Eight in a separate year. And Lubbock. Arkansas is the second best program, second best job in the SEC. Agreed?
No, hell no.
What's better than Arkansas in the SEC?
Basketball?
Kentucky, Tennessee.
Basketball.
Tennessee's better.
Tennessee's better.
No, not better. Not better. Arkansas is a better job.
Florida's better.
No way in hell.
Florida's better.
Hell is Florida better? No shot.
Keep going.
Like, I'll fight with you on Tennessee, and we can battle on that one.
Wait a minute. What about Texas?
What about Texas?
What about Texas?
Well, fine.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, shit.
Fine, yeah, you're right. I was wrong.
You got me.
Well, they're coming in.
They
I
come.
don't count
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeehaw!
I'm just saying, Arkansas is a really good job. Texas Tech was a really hard job. I'm just saying, going from Muss to Chris Beard, if he wants to be at Arkansas, which I think he would, now, again, with Beard, you never know how long he'll want to stay either, but let's say he does.
Is it better than Auburn?
What? Oh, hell yeah. Come on.
Wow. So wait a minute.
Auburn was
So
garbage.
what the hell is where's Arkansas been?
Right.
Well, they had Mike
Where
Anderson.
have they been since?
Ask Mike Anderson.
Okay,
Right.
Ask Mike Anderson, who was
pre
at
and
St. John's.
Pre and post.
Pelfrey sucked.
Pretty
Mike
good.
Anderson
Pretty
sucked.
good blackjack player, Mike Anderson.
They weren't good.
Exactly, they weren't good. Nolan Richardson. I mean, what are they doing?
They fell off the map.
Right.
For 30 years?
20, yeah.
25.
20
Then I want Wake Forest back in the discussion. Wake Forest.
You got to wait a few more years.
We get back in the map. We
gotta wait a few
gotta
more.
get back on the map. 30 years.
Yeah.
But this is such
Duncan's
a unique,
coming back.
Here's the other thing about this.
You wouldn't trade right now if I said to you, you trade Muss and you got Chris Beard in or Will Wade that want to be in.
Like, it doesn't.
You wouldn't take
That's
that?
my
it's
thing. It's
fine,
like
but
Muss
Muss is still better than those guys.
Yes,
No, I don't
but
think
here's
so.
the thing.
I don't believe that.
But
I don't believe that.
if Muss is interviewing at USC, which I think every one of us on this panel will agree is not as good of a job as Arkansas, if Muss does not want to be there, let him go.
That's what I was going to just ask
Say,
you. Where
let him
does
go.
This
We'll
is
go
a
hire
great
somebody that's good.
Randolph. I think this is such an interesting question. Where would you put USC in the jobs in the Big Ten?
I mean, it's not a great job because nobody gives a shit about USC basketball in LA. So obviously it shows that if Muss takes his job.
People give a shit about it outside of LA?
No, nowhere. I'm saying, like, they don't care, period.
Think about it.
I mean, the last time they really cared, was like O.J. Mayo with Tim Floyd.
Did they actually care?
They did, man. It was interesting.
They were good.
I went out there for that. So
Can you speak to?
If I went out there, I felt like maybe they cared.
Can you speak to what you reported on the politics at play with this USC search?
Ooh, yeah.
So it's
Dive into that one, Goodman.
What?
Dive into
He
that
already
one.
has.
Oh, I already have. I mean, I got no
Let's
problem.
see- let's hear what-
diving into it.
let's hear what you got to say about this one.
On the tweets.
Matt Kelly is working. He's an agent. He's a negotiator. He's a little bit of everything, a lot of everything. He is the point man on the search right now at USC, helping out Jen Cohen. He also kind of does her contracts. He's also an agent for a bunch of coaches. Eric Musselman does not have an agent right now. So there's some thought that could he be incentivized to hire Eric Musselman to eventually potentially get him as a client, or at least get some money out of him for doing the contract. Who knows? There's just a lot going on right now behind the scenes with that one that could have ulterior motives involved. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I just think I'm with you on this one. And I feel really validated that you're the voice of reason here, because I tried with you earlier.
Tell him, Fanta.
It failed. You can say it.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
RC's 0 for 1 so far in the show.
I'm heating up.
Yeah, 1 for 2. 1 for 2, which ain't bad.
Ain't
2
50%,
2 out of 3,
baby.
Meatloaf said really.
There you go.
The best month of the year is here, which is why you need to know that we are partnered with BetMGM. We'll be using BetMGM lines for making all of our picks and predictions, and we'll have special offers for the listeners and the viewers of the Field of 68. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, you can use bonus code FIELD, and you will get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's the best part. All you need to do is deposit and bet $10 of your hard-earned money to get it. This is what you have to do to make it work. Download the BetMGM app and sign up using that bonus code FIELD. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game.
You'll get up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Most importantly, we have some fun stuff coming up for the rest of the NCAA tournament. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boost, and the thing that I love the most, a nice little parlay boost, as well as a ridiculous array of prop bets for anything that you could possibly imagine betting on. From odds on getting to the Final Four to national championship futures, I'm calling it right now. BetMGM is the king of the prop bet. So go download the BetMGM app. Use that code FIELD and sign up today. And while I've got you, a quick request. The best way to support the Field of 68 content you get for free is to engage with us. Rate and review the pod in any podcast app. Like and share the YouTube videos that you enjoy. Tell your friends about us. It all helps in a world where the algorithm is king. And now, back to the show.